I bought this trailer, I don't know, 6 months ago, let's say. I bought it off a guy in Wisconsin. This is a 1947 David Bradley Ben-Hur trailer. These were made for World War II, I believe. Is that date check out? And they were made in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So that's, hour and a half, 2 hours from here. So kind of neat piece of history. Wasn't sure what I want to do with it. I just got a bug up my butt to start looking on marketplace as one does. And I was like, that's cool. Want to buy one of those, maybe have it to pull behind my Jeep, do firewood with, haul lumber in Kentucky. Myriad of things you could do with it. Even just when you need a little extra room behind your pickup, take this, material runs in the Jeep, whatever. I have decided since then that I'm going to build this into an Overland camp equipment trailer. So that's what we're going to do. It is an absolute disaster in my shop here. We did clean the back out for the snow. We are expecting 6 to 11 inches. This camper I made a few years ago. It's totally awesome. I got a couple videos on it, walk around, all that stuff. Who wants a piece of me? Oh, excuse me, this is my wife. Hello, you're in my YouTube video. Yeah. Or I'll go to Rural King. Yep. Okay. All right. So anyways, like I was saying, I made this camper. It's totally awesome. I love it. The last time we had it out, my wife and my youngest were in the camper. My middle one was in the rooftop tent, and I slept in my truck setup. I've got another video on that. But things have kind of changed. With our property in Kentucky, I want to hit the Kentucky Adventure Tour. I don't know that my girls are real excited about going, maybe Georgia. But I don't need this kind of sleeping accommodations. What I really need is cargo space. And while this thing is great, the inside only fits a bed. It only has a mattress in it. So your fridge, your luggage, you could throw stuff on top of the mattress. That's not a problem. But most of it has to go in the back of the truck. Well, if I take my Jeep, my 84 CJ7, I call it Frankenstein, I'm not going to have any of that room, not very much. And I want to work something out in the back of that to do sleeping. That's going to be a little tricky. I think we're going to take this Ben-Hur trailer, and I'm going to get this rooftop tent mounted on it, but have a lot of cargo space for storing not just my gear, but if I've got friends that are coming riding dirt bikes, things like that, side-by-sides, we don't have a lot of gear room, we could fill that trailer, and that thing, full rooftop tent, everything, will be smaller, a lot smaller than this, and probably weigh about half as much. So I don't have to worry about this Jeep. I mean, that Jeep's new top to bottom. The engine was ripped all the way down. Performance cams, got a brand new AX15 5-speed trans with overdrive, blah, 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 blah. We'll do a walk around on that. It's quite capable, but this is probably a lot of weight for that little Jeep to be pulling up hills and doing off-road. It would do fine, especially on like gravel trails. We'll probably do some of that in the future. But I want to make something that's a lot lighter. Even if I decided the Jeep wasn't for me, we wanted to do side-by-sides on a trip, I want to make this trailer light enough that it can be pulled behind a side-by-side Jeep, anything you want, or your lawnmower, if you want to use it for firewood too. So if you couldn't already tell from the pile of tools and the trailer's short stature, I have removed the axle. So I'm taking everything apart on this. I've already had the rims powder coated, blasted, and they have new tires on them ready to go. I got all new bearings, everything, but I'm going to have the hubs, the axles, and the springs. I tried to buy new springs. I couldn't find the right ones. These are 80 years old. Apparently you don't make them anymore. But they're in good shape. I just thought I'd try. So we're going to sandblast everything. I've got it all taken apart. This, what you see here, is going to get painted to match my Jeep. Probably do a bed liner in it and maybe the underneath as well after I get it all assembled, electric lights, all that stuff done. And the axle and hubs and springs will get painted black, probably POR 15. I'll do that myself because that's just brush and a rattle can, doesn't really matter. But Ken, my buddy Ken at KB Body Shop, he did the Jeep tub. It's got an aluminum tub from Aqualoo Industries. I'm going to have him do the tub as well after another friend of mine sandblasts it, so that we get a professional job on it. It looks good, and it will be the exact color of the Jeep. I don't know why that matters, but I think it's kind of cool. You might as well. So let's get this loaded up on a trailer. We're going to run it down to Kreider's to get sandblasted. It's a few days before Christmas. I just want to beat the snow and get my shop emptied out so that I got a little room to work on some projects. I don't know if these forks are long enough to get past center on that from the side. Hopefully they are. Man, if you guys ever watch Outdoors with the Morgans or Tractor Time with Tim, those guys are real good at having a Bluetooth microphone set up, kind of like this one, and talking to it while they're working. I usually just put you in time lapse and play some bad music. Alright, off to Kreider's in the snow. Get this thing sandblasted. Turn it into something cool. Man, you guys are in like cinematic mode. Shouldn't have any trouble getting it off the trailer.